Rams running back Todd Gurley certainly lived up to the rookie running back hype last year. Who will be fantasy football's top rookie running backs in 2016? Let's break down our top five. Todd DeVries here from footballnation.com. With me is Bill Enright from ffchamps.com, and we're here to break down the top five fantasy running backs of 2016. Bill, let's get started with your number 5 pick, CJ Prosise, who was selected by the Seattle Seahawks.
I like his landing spot, Todd. The GM for Seattle already said that he's penciled in as their third down back because he does what the other running backs on the roster can't do. Think of Thomas Rawls and Christine Michael, their skill set, running in between the tackles, maybe bouncing it on the outside, or a goal line back. But what CJ can do is catch the football. So he's going to be their third down back. He's a converted wide receiver when he played Notre Dame, so we know he has good hands, and I can see him catching a lot of passes this year from Russell Wilson.
No concerns of Alex Collins also being drafted out of Arkansas.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Listen, it's only May, so we'll see what happens when training camp rolls around. This could change 5 million times by then. But a week after the draft, these are kind of my knee-jerk reactions.
Okay. Number 4 on your list, Bill, Devonta Booker from Utah. What do you like about him?
I think the Broncos are going to be a run-first team this year. They lost Peyton Manning. They lost Brock Osweiler. They're going to play great defense, and they're going to run the ball. Now, they have C.J. Anderson and Ronnie Hillman, but if you look at C.J. Anderson's kind of career with Denver, they've never just given him the starting job. It's always been a bit of a rotation, and I think Booker is going to be part of that committee as a rookie.
Next on your list, number 3, Derrick Henry, the man-child Heisman winner from Alabama. A lot of people are expecting big things out of Henry. What do you think?
I think he would have been my number 2 running back if they didn't have DeMarco Murray via that trade with the Eagles this year, right? Henry had an amazing year with Alabama last year. Won the Heisman Trophy. And DeMarco Murray, they have similar skill sets. They're both bigger backs. They can run in between the tackles. It's not going to be a thunder and lightning. It's going to be a thunder and thunder. And I think that's going to be really fun to watch with the Tennessee Titans this year.
Number 2 on your list, Bill, is one of my favorites before the draft, and I was really happy to see him land in a good spot with a good opportunity, and that's Kenneth Dixon, Louisiana Tech player who is with the Baltimore Ravens.
You know, Justin Forsett is the incumbent starter. He missed 6 games last year, and he's going to turn 31 in October. Buck Allen, last year's rookie, he had a solid year, but I think by the end of 2016, it's going to be an Allen and Dixon running back by committee with Forsett already on his way out.
All right, Bill. Number 1 on your list, number 1 on my list, number 1 on everyone's list. Zeke Elliott, the Dallas Cowboys select the Ohio State star, number 4 overall. Big things expected from Mr. Elliott. You know, how good will he be?
You mentioned 4th overall. That's the highest a running back was drafted since Trent Richardson in 2012. Todd, everyone knows the Cowboys have the best or one of the best offensive lines in football. So we saw what DeMarco Murray did 2 years ago. Even Darren McFadden had a 1,000-yard season behind that O-line last year. Now, McFadden's still on the roster. They brought in Alfred Morris, but at first I thought it was going to be more of a committee approach. But then, I realized that they spent the 4th overall pick on a running back, and I don't think they're going to avoid using him early and often as much as they can to maybe even help keep Tony Romo healthy.
Bill, I think he's going to produce or outproduce what Todd Gurley did last year for the Rams. I just think Jared Jones is going to run him down everyone's throat, and with that offensive line, I expect big things. All right, there you have it. For more expert fantasy football analysis, be sure to subscribe to ffchamps.com. And hey, if you want to write about fantasy football, post today at footballnation.com.